Hello, welcome to When the Smoke Clears. I am the Recovery Plug. What's happening, everybody? Well, today's Veterans Day. I'm a veteran, so happy veterans to all the veterans out there. It's a great day today. I'm out here at the park. Figured I'd come out here and I would have been out here a little earlier, but as you can see, my hands are dirty. I had to help some lady change her tires. She had an accident, and I had to, do my due diligence and helping out the community, right? So, so I'm running a little late, but it's okay, right? The scene's nice out here. They're putting up the Christmas lights and all that kind of stuff out here at the park. So, and it's not too, the weather's good too, so it's good. But before we get started, let's have a moment of silence for the addict still sufferers and for all those fallen veterans. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Alrighty. Well, I wanted to, talk to you guys a little bit about the solfeggio sounds and tones and what they mean in meditation, and how they can help you in your journey of recovery and meditation and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go over a few of the frequencies, and it's probably about a good 7 or 8 of them, and then we'll go through the tones, the numbers, and a little bit of what they mean and what they can mean for you. So let me just get my glasses on and we'll get started. But so today was great, man. Over at the facility where I'm currently at, they had a whole dinner and everything for the veterans, so that was cool, and I enjoyed that. But let me get started on these frequencies. Let me see if I can read my notes. Alrighty. Right, there's 6 measurable tones of the solfeggio frequencies, and the first one is 174 hertz. That's the frequencies, 174 hertz. And what this does is this is the lowest tone of the of the hertz.
You push the word?
I do a little bit. Well,
I've heard people before preaching, but I couldn't see nobody.
Oh yeah, I mean I do a little bit of that and talk about addiction and recovery.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
My name is Albert.
Albert. Want to sit down? What's happening, Albert?
No, no.
What are you doing out here? You homeless?
Yeah.
Yeah?
People that way, they can't work. I'm used to be a workaholic.
Oh yeah?
I can't work. And on top of that, I came to San Antonio last October. It's been a year. I came looking for medical assistance to help me. They stole my identity, my driver license, and my social security, so I'm not saving work. Now I'm trying to get that now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do to get back to the medical. I already got the copies, the copy of my driver license, the copy of the social security, but they told me if I need a birth certificate, I gotta go to the university where they put the log in my head.
Yes, sir.
March, because I had an accident trying to get away from the cold wind. I went in the tunnel and I fell deeper in the tunnel, like 10 feet deeper, and I lay there for 10 days, 5 days, if I remember, in the tunnel until I finally crawled out. I was able to get strength enough to crawl out. So, but the headache, like 2001, I was diabetic, but I haven't taken care of myself properly with diabetes, like,
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm a couple times.
Right. How long you been in San Antonio? You been a year? Have you have you gone to the Episcopal Church? Is that right here downtown? It's a couple blocks that way. It's like maybe 2 blocks down the street right here. It's called the Episcopal Church. They help people get their birth certificates, IDs, and everything.
Yeah, the Presbyterian.
The Presbyterian, yes, sir.
That's what I was talking to a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
I was walking through there, and I talked to them. He said you gotta have a birth certificate. You gotta have.
The IDs and all that.
No, you gotta have. I have to go to the medical units, medical hospital.
Right.
And tell them to give me some records from them,
Yeah.
and then bring it to them. And from there on, we start.
Right.
From there, we start. And I got some more medical papers here. I mean, my ID, copy, not the real thing. Our copy from Corpus Christi, the food stamp.
Yes, sir.
You know, the food stamp office, they sent copies of my driver's license, numbers and shit, and my social security. So I got that. Now I need birth certificate, but I don't have one, so I need to get one. But the only way I can get one is to go to the university where I was last seen by the doctors.
Yeah.
And give me medical records. And then with the medical records, then they can give my birth certificate, and then they can give my social security and my driver's license.
Yeah, everything's like a wait.
Yeah, falls in place. Everything goes in line.
Yeah.
First of all, birth certificate. Second, social security and driver's license. You know, it all goes in order.
Yeah.
So I need to get the medical records from the university. Bring them back to these people here, the Presbyterian.
But there needs to be a place where they don't have to do all the waiting, right?
Yeah.
Because there's too much waiting, and then when you're waiting, what are you just in the street? You got nowhere to go?
You know, I got robbed several times. I robbed my real social security, my real identity, and then I went and get some copies, and they stole the copies too from the other backpack. You know, I barely got that the other day.
Yeah.
So I can carry my little baggage, my shoes.
Yeah.
There's a pain in my hand. I got a truck store for 25 years. You know. They were gonna operate me in 2001, but I was Superman. I said, no, don't call me. I'll call you, doctor. I'm not ready for surgery. I'll handle the pain. You know, and when the pain got worse, I would medicate myself. And I medicate myself with a little bit of coconut rum and lower tax. And because I didn't want to stop working. You know, I wanted to keep working. You know, and I don't want to stop working for a month and a half or two, but my hands are surgery. You know, and so
Now you can't work.
I was a workaholic. I tell you that. I love to work.
So you're addicted to work.
Yeah, I was addicted to work. I love to work. You know,
And now you can't. Now you can't work.
and I can't work because I neglected the surgeries in 2001. They were gonna give me the surgeries for my hands. I said no. I don't want to stop working right now. I'm working, I'm making money. I got plans, I got ideas, and I was single. You know, I didn't have a wife or something. I was about 7. I said no. I want to handle this by myself. I just want to know what's the pain. I woke up one day around 3 in the morning and feeling this crazy pain, burn and fire in my hand. You know, but I handled it. You know, it flares up every once in a while, starts to throbbing. You know, but most of the time it could be calm, just like right now. It's there. It hurts, but once it starts flaring, boom, 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 flaring up and boom, boom, boom. You feel like somebody hit you with a hammer, and it's just pounding.
Yeah.
And right now I have that feeling a little bit. Sometimes it gets bad. Last year, the bridge over there by the farmers for the plaza.
Yeah.
I was crying. I was hollering. These people, the shirts that came to the bridge with the food. I was crying.
So you've been like this for a while.
Yeah. 2009. Well, no, I've been homeless. I was still able to function. I was still in 2001 when they diagnosed me. I was still able to function. You know, but it hurts. But I medicate myself, and I kept on. You know, but I've been homeless about 3 years, 4 years. But the last job I had was assistant electrician,
Yeah.
assistant to electrician, and the last job I had was everything was getting homeless.
can't even go get the medications either.
No, because I got them. I first got here. I went to the conference, the Center for Healthcare Service to get help people to help me, and the caseworkers up to help me get housing done. They didn't give me no housing until I got robbed my identity. I said, why didn't y'all tell me when I first came to the office that y'all need this? Y'all waited 4 months later to tell me that I need ID shit to sign me up for housing. Y'all just waited 4 months for nothing. I've been here coming to this office about 4 months already, and now you tell me that I need identity, I need all that to sign me up for housing. Why didn't you tell me that in the beginning when I first showed up? Why didn't y'all tell me that? You know, it pissed me off. You know, but I'm still going back over there. I got depressed there a couple of months ago. I didn't go for a month and a half. I didn't go. I was real depressed. I was laying over there on the Austin Highway and the ditch in the tunnel, another tunnel. Just laying there, day after day.
So you're working on getting your ID and your birth certificate. So you've been.
I used to play the guitar. I used to play the piano. And I got to ID. I like to play.
Yeah.
I used to play boogie woogie, country rock, jazz, blues. I even played the gospel for my mom. You know, my mom was talking in a religious church. She used to sing in my mom's like Spanish. So I love to sing. Now all I want to sing is gospel. So I would do some like singing. I play that heavy.
Yeah. Well, I hope everything gets going for you in your favor, and I hope that they're able to help you.
I hope they are. I don't know what to do. I've been sleeping
Yeah.
They're really the guys that work in the central.
Yeah.
They go by there, they end every morning. But now what I want to do is if I do it, I'm going to get up before the sun comes out and go there.
Yeah. Have you tried going to the Haven of Hope?
I tried to come on that day, it was so good.
Yeah. What about the Salvation Army and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
I did it.
ID come in? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, I do a podcast on the internet with my phone, and I just, bring awareness to the people who listen about, helping people who are homeless, because I was homeless too at one point, and, I was addicted to drugs and homeless and all of that kind of stuff for a long time.
Relaxation time.
But
I never had too much problem with that.
there's a lot of,
Drugs making me.
Can I get a bucket direction at $4? That's it.
The drugs
That's all I
making me
need.
be homeless. My problem being homeless is medical. Medical. Pain and medical. That's my problem being homeless.
yeah, I run into a lot of people that are, they're homeless, but they're homeless for like a whole lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I
Some
mean?
of them are mentally ill. Some of them are addicted to drugs, and other ones are this or that. But I'm medically problematic.
Yeah.
My problem is medical. I feel a lot of hurt in my body, pain.
Right. Well, I hope everything gets better for you. I'll pray for you.
Yeah, you can pray for me. I can use prayer.
All right, sir.
Good.
I'm gonna get back to doing the podcast, and I will. What was your name?
Alberto Guerrero.
Alberto Guerrero. All right, brother.
Albert. Alberto means noble. Guerrero means warrior.
There you
I'm a
go.
noble
You're a warrior, sir.
Noble warrior.
Yes, sir.
That name was given to me by my great-grandfather. Great-grandfather was European blood.
Yeah.
My dad was Spanish. My mom's dad was Portuguese in Europe.
Yeah.
And that's where I got the name from. Because I'm named after my grandfather and his grandfather. That's the name that I got from way down the road. But I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
What's your name?
My name is Joel.
Joel. Thank you. I'm gonna go
All right,
find me a
man.
little corner where I can lay down
Yes, sir. Get you some rest.
and yeah, you God bless you.
You too. Alrighty, well, there you go. There's there's homeless people, and like the gentleman said, he was addicted, but he's addicted to his to working, and there's a bunch of different addictions, and just because you're addicted to one thing, a drug addict and someone who's addicted to work, it all works the same way in the brain chemistry, and it keeps you grounded to a negative world. And unfortunately for that man, he is homeless, and due to his work, he works so much that he has ailments, and he can't move his hands and his legs, and I mean it's terrible for someone like that. And but to find out that there's nobody's really helping him, and the programs that we have out there, some of them are good, and then some of them just there's a bunch of red tape that you got to go through. You have to wait for a lot of things, and it's a time game. And unfortunately, a lot of these people out here, they're doing the right thing, but because they have nowhere to go and no place to live, they have to do their waiting time out in the streets. And like he said, he's gotten robbed a few times, and it comes with risk. So it's a terrible way to live. But I just we'll have to pray for him, and hopefully that he gets his life back on track, and maybe things will start looking up for him, like it has for myself. I was going to do this podcast and talk to you about the frequency or the solfeggio sounds and tones, and incorporate that into the meditation. But since he walked up, and I don't know if you heard, probably a couple of the one guy who just walked by a while ago cussing and stuff, these are all people who have issues, who are out here, who are homeless, who some of them are drug addicts, some of them are homeless because maybe they have a bad relationship, or they've lost their job, and just it could be a many variety of different reasons. But we have to be aware of that, and these people shouldn't be out here like this. There should be programs to help people there's programs. Like he said, he went to the Haven of Hope, but I've heard many a times that that they're a little rude, or they're they ask for this or they ask for that, and if you don't have it, they just turn you away. So I mean it's what I guess society, and with the I guess political people in the city of San Antonio need to realize is that when people are homeless, they're homeless and they don't have nothing. So how can you expect somebody to join a program when they've lost it all? I mean, there should be some part of the program that is set up to immediately get somebody a birth certificate, an ID, and a social security card. Because without those three things, it's like you're spinning your wheels. You wind up staying in the street just like he is. He just told me he had to go find him a spot that he was going to go lay at until the morning before the Central people who work downtown. They have these people that work for Central, and they clean up downtown, and they hand you water or whatever, and they're the cleaning crew for the downtown area. And when they see these people out in the street, they either tell them to leave, or they'll probably call the authorities to get them out of there. So I mean, it interferes with their job as well. So it's terrible to see that there's people out here, good people too, because that man, he didn't seem like he was a threat to nobody. And but he's hurting. He's got no medication. He's got nowhere to go, and he's gonna go look for a spot where he can lay his head. He said, so that he just go to sleep and don't feel the pain. And that's a terrible way to live. And I'm just I think that we need to advocate and look for answers to that in our city, because there's a lot of people like that in this city, and me myself being homeless at one point in my life, I can understand. I mean, I was out there just like him. He said he was out there in the drainage systems, living in the drainage systems, living in the tents and in the cardboard boxes, living in the bandos. I've been through all that, and it's no fun. and he's right. I mean, you go to these programs, and the programs will take you in if you have the proper documentation. But if you don't have any documentation, then you're shit out of luck, and that's unfortunate. They'll gladly, navigate you to the resource where you can get it. But when you go and you get there, those resources have you wait because it's not something that they can attain right then and there. And with this whole thing, when COVID came through, you can't just go to the driver's license place and get you an ID. You have to call in for an appointment. You got to set it, and usually the appointments are set off for about 3 or 4 months. So what does somebody like him do when their appointment's not for another 3-4 months, and they're out here in the street just living like that? And it's terrible. This shouldn't be that way. There should be some sort of expedited resources for people who are homeless and who have who need who want, like he said, he wants to get help. He wants to apply for the housing. He wants to work and he wants to do stuff like that, and he just can't because without the ID and without the Social Security card, without the birth certificate, he's limited. He can't do anything. So, those are the people that are going from one block to the next, and then you'll see them a couple of blocks from where we're sitting at here. They have a church out that way that gives out breakfast, and you'll see them all lined up out there early in the morning. Some of them are just laying in the curbs and stuff, and until that time comes, so they can get something to eat. And I mean, people shouldn't be living like that. We live in the best country in the United States, in the world. And we have problems like if we're a third world country. That's ridiculous. And I just wanted to come out here. Today's Veterans Day, and I was part of the celebration earlier since I'm a veteran, and I am lucky that I can get these programs because veterans have different programs that that help the vets. But for someone who isn't a vet, like that gentleman there. Gosh, we need something. We need something out there for people that want to get out of that dark, hole that they're in. Like you said, he was depressed. He was angry. He had, he has PTSD. He's just a number of things that you start accumulating when you're out in the street. It's traumatic to get sitting here in the streets and get robbed like that. I mean, especially for an older gentleman like that, somebody robs you in the middle of the night. I mean, that's traumatic, and that affects you. You can't just go lay your head anywhere now because you're, looking over your shoulder all day long. And, so it's not a good thing. But I just, encourage you guys to pray for the people out here, and hopefully we can do something. And that's my due diligence, is to keep going out here and finding people and trying to find an answer. Try to come up with some sort of program that's not out there yet that helps these people get the ID, the birth certificate, and that Social Security card really expedited. Something that they can do just really fast within a week, so that because it doesn't take long to take a picture and run it through a machine to get your ID. I mean, really, it takes 15 minutes to do that process. But you have to wait for months before you do that? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. And it's also with the Social Security card, all they got to do is print it out. I mean, it's not something that they got to go and, go to China to go get. It's something that they have right there. The resource is right there in the office next to whoever the reception is. It just push the button, put in the information, and it'll spit the freaking card out. And the same thing with the birth certificate. So I don't understand why it's taking, agencies just months and months to get people their documents. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I don't know how things are going to go with the whole political transformation now with Trump in office and everything. But maybe he helps. Who knows? I mean, a lot of people are dogging the guy and that sort of thing, but maybe he'll help out. And we just got to pray for all the political people that they make the right decisions, and pray for everybody who's out here in the street that they live to get up and live another day and get their lives back on track. But I guess that's it for this episode, and I guess I'll have to do the solfeggio frequencies and meditation another day. And but yeah, I'm glad that he showed up. I mean, it's good for us to that was kind of a raw feed right there to get you a story that's in the streets of San Antonio, Texas, raw right there in action. And yeah, so I hope that you guys have a good Veterans Day, and I guess till the next time on When the Smoke Clears, I am the Recovery Plug.